republic for which it stands.
One nation, under God.
Indivisible.
With liberty and justice for all.
Guns, self-defense, concealed carry. This is the Patriot Defense Podcast. From the war room in Idaho's high desert, here's your host, Todd Echols.
And we are back again, finally.
Took a while.
We are. Yeah, it did. We are tucked away in the war room somewhere in the high desert of southern Idaho. Joining me today, Mr. Tarver, the Cajun Cowboy. No, it's not Tarver. It's Cajun Cowboy.
Okay. Yeah, I got to get my name out of there. I'll say some controversial things and be...
That's all we do is say controversial.
I'll be thrown out of the country club. We are coming to you live from the autonomous zone of the kingdom of Kevin. I am King Kevin.
King Kevin.
Welcome to my kingdom.
AKA the Cajun Cowboy.
I have declared this an autonomous zone. It no longer belongs to you.
Damn, I'm going home. This is all you, dude. This is all you. You record whatever. You can upload, say whatever you want.
I've taken over. I've declared it an autonomous zone, and it is mine now. Ain't that the way things? That's the way things work now, right?
That's the way. It's the way. All someone has to do is come in and say, "This is it."
Okay, I ain't even killed nobody yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You will. It'll fall apart sooner or later.
Coming. There's some goats out there looking at me funny.
That's right. Goats. What do you think? I guess you passed a herd of goats on the way in.
Yeah.
I got plenty of chickens out there.
Okay. They got it coming.
Do you see it all? I got 50 chickens out there.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh God, they're everywhere.
Sprinkler was on, so they must have been hiding.
And the tortoise is out there too.
Good grief, man. Old McDonald.
It had a farm.
Yeah. That's you, man.
So what have you been up to,
now you got to get a straw hat.
No, we're not going that far. I'll probably be allergic to it.
Get a straw hat and some overalls, but don't wear a T-shirt.
Nobody wants to see that.
No, nobody.
Nobody will come down the lane.
That's home defense.
All of a sudden, the classes go down.
Well, you gotta put on a shirt for classes.
I'm gonna make a commercial holding a chicken under one arm, a tortoise, no shirt, a straw hat on. Come get your training here.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, okay.
I was against that.
A live Facebook video.
Okay.
I gotta apologize ahead of time, and this time of year, man, the allergies some days they just destroy me.
Okay.
And so I'm sounding a little. I don't have the COVID. I promise.
Not that you know of.
I don't. It's freaking allergies, dude.
Maybe.
I'm surrounded by corn.
This may be your last podcast.
No, I'll do it. No, because you're going to take it over.
Nah, I can't get in, man. I can't get in.
I tell you what, if something happens to me and I don't come back,
just
whatever,
it, huh?
You come in, I'll leave all my computers and shit. I'll give you a key. You just come take this stuff.
Okay.
It's all yours. You roll with it.
Boy, you
do the podcast in my memory.
You will see an instead, but I would ruin it. I'd ruin your memory. Because I'll go crazy.
Nobody listens anyway. It doesn't matter.
FBI's listening.
Oh, more than likely. So what have you been up to, sir?
I've been rifle shopping.
Rifle shopping.
I'm looking to get me a rig. I got to get the scope and the rifle and the suppressor and all that.
So what kind of rifle we looking here?
I was looking at the Ruger Precision rifle. Now I see SIG coming out with one, and there's so many. It's so frustrating because everybody's got their opinion on this and that, and I'm trying to find, you'll find one rifle that may be a little bit better, maybe like 2% better,
right.
It costs 400% more. That's not a good deal to me. We need cost to quality ratio going on here, and what is good? There's some new rounds that are out that are outstanding, but you can grab 308 any freaking where in the world.
I tell you what.
And with the new ammunition coming out, God only knows.
I've got a rifle I'll sell you.
What's happening with ammunition these days?
I've got a rifle I'll sell you.
Oh, man, what is that?
It's chambered in 308.
Okay.
It's got a broken stock.
All right.
I'll cut you a good deal.
Sounds like a good deal.
$58.47 will get you a Mossberg bolt-action rifle chambered in 308 with a broken stock.
Okay.
You in?
Not really. I got a Ruger American in 308 that works.
That was years ago. I acquired that rifle. That was my one and only gun trade, and it went very poorly. And I'll never do it again. I lost my PA my FEG PA-63 for that stupid freaking rifle, and I should have just kept that stupid little gun.
You hate the rifle?
It's a broken rifle. What the hell am I going to do with a broken rifle?
Well, the stock's broken, huh?
Yeah.
You can get the stock.
I know. I just haven't done it yet. I'd buy more ammo, buy another gun.
Okay. Yeah. I tell you what, for just a plinker of a gun, not something that you're trying to, you're not trying to shoot a mile, and
right.
you actually have people trying to do that. I don't want to do that. I just want a good 1,000 yards. That's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
There's
people trying to shoot a mile.
Yeah, there's actually.
What is wrong with you?
So you're looking for like a bolt action, like just a bolt action rifle, not necessarily an AR configuration or AR-10 or anything like that.
No.
So I'm not a rifle guy, right?
Right.
And I buy some rifles for deer hunting for my kiddos and stuff. But there's some really good, pretty. I'm gonna say inexpensive. I'm gonna say reasonable. Really good, reasonably priced rifles out there now.
I was thinking, say, if you want a nice couple 100-yard gun, that Ruger American, hard to beat. It's got that Accu trigger. I love it.
Savage Axis is good.
Come in 308. It's a great little gun.
Yeah, Savage Axis I think is right up there with that as well. I mean, we got one of those, and they got the Accu type trigger on it as well, and they're decent rifles.
The only thing wrong with it's got a little crappy plastic mag.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
Do they make aftermarket mags for them that are like metal or anything?
I haven't seen them, but I hadn't looked in a while.
Okay.
They've had replacement plastic ones, and I'm like, oh man, stupid plastic, man.
So whatever happened? This rifle came out years ago, and I didn't even know if you remember. I said again, I'm not a rifle guy, but
right.
When this came out, I was actually living in Kansas at the time, but it was that Ruger Scout. The Ruger Scout rifle. Do you remember that?
I do remember that name.
A little short. It wasn't a real long one. It was kind of a short-barreled little rifle, and it was all the rage. I don't follow rifle stuff enough to know if it was just crap or what.
Right.
But, it looked pretty slick. I think it kind of had a rail type system on top of it. You could slap stuff on, and it was a pretty slick little rifle.
Well, see, there's so much now. It's like you got the what do you call it? What do you call it? I can't even think of it now. It's a barrel wrap that's not metal. It's
some kind of coating or I don't know. I'm not a rifle dude, man.
It's a polymer. I can't even think of the name of it. I'm drawing a complete blank.
So, are you looking for 308? Is that the caliber?
I like 308 because
it's
ammunition
everywhere.
is everywhere, and now they're making 9mm that hit like 40s, 45s, and they have 45s that are doing 1,800 feet per second.
Yeah,
they're doing crazy stuff with ammo. So if you get the 308, massive amounts of ammo, they're going to be changing rifle ammo too.
Oh yeah, they will.
They're going to make some of that crazy stuff.
They will.
And all these people getting these exotic rounds, going to go bye-bye. And they're hard to find.
Some of those exotic rounds are pretty cool though.
Yeah, they are.
But now's not the time to necessarily go buy the oddball stuff.
I was looking at it. Well, actually, that's the only thing left on the shelf.
It is, I suppose.
I was looking at a 300, what is that, precision rifle cartridge? Good grief. That thing, man, big old brass in it.
So
down.
it's probably not even a good time for this because you can't find it stuff anyway. But at one point, if this ever straightens out just a little bit, loosens up, I don't know that it will. Have you ever thought about getting into the reloading game? Making your own ammo?
It's the first time, yeah.
So I got a mess in here, right? This is kind of what I consider the war room / I call it my laboratory. I don't know why I call it a lab, but I got a mess. But you see that pile there at the end of the table? What I got about 250, about 300 rounds right there.
Oh, shit. I thought that was
And I got a bucket up there of brass that's all deprimed, cleaned, and reprimed again. And it's ready to go of about 500 rounds. And you give me a couple days and I'll get that all ready to go. And if you got all the pieces and parts, right?
Right.
You got to buy it over time, but I don't know. I'm kind of glad I got into the reloading game years ago.
The reloading game is a mad scientist.
It's not
thing, though.
For rifles, it is.
I was thinking, say you get these guys that are trying to reach out, a mile, and they're getting their little formulas, and they're sitting in there. They look, come on, man, look like they're doing some alchemy or something, and they're getting this bullet all together, and they work and work and work on it and spend, oh God, oh man. And then, then they get something that's good and then they lose their recipe or whatever, or forget it or drop something, and it's like, you know what? I ain't got that time for a headache.
Right.
If I can hit anything at 1,000 yards, I'm happy. But then you got to get a night force, or you got to get a high end glass.
High end glass for it, yeah.
And I want to get a cam for it.
So what do you? So you need like a threaded barrel. You need all kinds of stuff.
That's easy. A lot of them come that way though.
Yeah. So what do you after? You after a wood stock? You want a composite stock?
I'd rather composite.
Composite.
Keep it light. I don't
How long
need
a barrel you want?
I don't know.
I'm just asking. I'm trying to get details on your rifle purchase.
I don't want anything that I can't carry in the cab of the truck.
You want something light
If
that you can pack
it's
around?
all a trade off.
Yeah.
I would like that. I would like a short barrel, but I want that short barrel to be precise. And a lot of times you need a longer barrel for all that stuff. So it's a trade off on everything. And I'm not set on anything.
We go like a bull barrel
I can do that.
or like a fluted barrel. I don't know. We're getting into
See, this is where rifles go. This is why I'm like, you know what? I got a couple of ARs. I'm all right.
We're getting into stuff that I can't even help you with.
See, that's why it's so aggravating. It's just too much.
So, don't you know anyone that's a rifle guy you can talk to about that?
I know a few of them, and they all say, "Get this one." Why? That's what I got. Oh man,
Get this one. Get this one.
Get out of here.
Oh, sorry. I was reading text messages.
Oh, okay. No, but you get those lighter barrels, and I can't think of Christian Arms has them where they have what do you call that? I'm totally drawing a blank. I can't think of it.
I don't know.
Where it's got a metal center,
ceramic, or I don't freaking know.
Anyway, those things get hot too quick, so I don't want that.
Right.
I want something that can.
You want to be able to lay down some fire if you got to.
Yeah. If I have to.
If you have to.
Yeah.
Well, I have
went way down that rabbit hole.
No, that's okay. That's why we're here, man.
All right.
So I've been just bombarded with phone calls.
Okay.
Bombarded with phone calls. I got people showing up to train, people wanting safety classes, first-time gun owners. I mean, the other day, I think my phone rang like 10 or 12 times. I mean, for me, that's freaking fantastic for what I do. I mean, it's usually a couple calls a day. I mean, it was a ring, 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 and then text messages and shit. I got people signing up like crazy. I just wish this would happen all year long instead of just a couple weeks in July. But I think people it's getting crazy enough out there. I got people that have never handled firearms before that are signing up for classes. I mean, people are getting worried and concerned and scared.
Yeah, they should be. Crazy times.
I'm trying to breathe over here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Crazy times. And it's only, I don't see the federal government doing anything to put a stop to it. They're just sitting there like they
letting it go.
Don't have a Department of Justice, and we don't have a Constitution, and mayors and governors and city council pieces of trash can't be arrested for violating our constitutional right. So as long as they're going to pretend like that, it's just going to escalate.
Yep. People are starting to feel it. People are starting to see it. I mean, I got people now that aren't just looking at basic safety classes. They're like, I mean, they're taking a class, and then before they leave, they're like, pull your calendar, pull your phone out, pull your calendar out. When can I come back again? I want to learn this next.
Right.
I want to learn this next. Okay, get it out again. Let's schedule 2 more classes. Absolutely fantastic for me.
Yeah.
And I hate to. I mean, it is good, and I'm not trying to brag, but I hate to say bad stuff in the world equals good business for me.
And that's a shame, because we say this, you be ready for when things go bad, and nobody ever, well, some people do. But a lot of people don't. And then when it blows up in their face, now you can't hardly find a firearm. You can't find any ammo. You got to just click and say bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Because you can't buy bullets, and you've had no practice. Now you got to try and get in here and learn. You should have been doing this.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
Better late than never, though. But everyone's got to start. So everyone's got that thing that pushes them into it, right? I mean, I don't know.
It's called reality. Wake up, you.
I mean, I was years and years and years ago. I was hit with reality too.
Yeah.
I mean, I was into firearms and stuff like that, but I started getting into concealed carry because I moved out of state. Lived in a little tiny town. I was just me and my family. It's my first time that I had moved away
completely alone.
There's people in the town that I knew, but I wasn't friends with. Right? No family, no anything. It was up to me. It was a new area. It was up to me to take care of.
Took you out of your comfort zone.
It did. I mean, is that kind of how you got into it as well? Did you come across something like that, or you just always been into it?
We always had shit going on.
You're not falling into my narrative, man.
No, there was always a need to keep a loaded gun by the door.
Gotcha.
Oh.
You pissed enough people off, did you?
No, I was just there. That's all it takes.
So there's a freedom event going on in Twin Falls.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
And I have been asked to speak.
What?
And as of right now, I've got like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Something like that.
You guys suck.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
Okay. Not going to go that route?
It's with some pretty big names, too.
I saw that.
And I'm going to let you take over for just a second.
Okay. And I don't have that. I have the wrong phone in front of me. But the lieutenant governor is going to be there. Now, I'm liking this woman. Now, there's a petition to recall the governor, and I'm asking everybody to go sign it. Go get other people to sign it. I'm afraid there's too much, what's the word I'm looking for? Complacency, and not enough activism. Get out and sign the petition and get rid of this dude. Let's get our lieutenant governor in charge, because she's not trash, and he is.
Yeah, so she's going to be there speaking. We're going to have some state senate people, some state senators there speaking. I think the Idaho Health Coalition people are going to be there talking about some different things.
Health Coalition
or Idaho Health, Freedom Health, or some crap like that.
Is that like a free marijuana deal?
Yeah. That's the libertarian side of me going, oh, no. Ammon Bundy's going to be there.
Ammon Bundy.
Lavoy Finnegan, his wife is going to be there. I forget her name.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's going to be there. Eric Parker. And Eric Parker is... Come on, you know who Eric Parker is.
I think so, but I don't want to call it out wrong. If I'm not mistaken, that's our bridge man, right?
That's the bridge man.
Okay.
Yep. He was down at the Bundy standoff, and he's the guy that the iconic picture of him laying on the overpass with his rifle trained on the Bureau of Land Management dudes right between those two concrete barriers there.
Yeah.
That was him.
He saved lives. He kept the government from murdering innocent people, which was going to happen.
So this is a pretty this is a pretty big deal. I mean, there's a lot of people there speaking, a lot of people, and I feel honored to be one of them.
Yeah.
Now I had to, I'm not necessarily a public speaker, and I called you kind of in a panic. What do I do? What do I do? They want me to do this. You're like, dummy, you need to do it. I just needed that push, man. And I don't know what I'm going to say yet.
Wow. Okay.
But I will figure it out.
And now this is August 1st.
This is August 1st.
On a Saturday. Twin Falls.
Yep. 10 to 4 at the, it's called Freedom is the Cure. Okay. That's the name of the event. It's 10 to 4.
Do you think we'll be in lockdown by then?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, go ahead. I
don't know on that. But it is at the First Federal Park, or the water park for those of you from the area. It's the water park here in Twin Falls, the new one. So they got like a little splash pad for the kids.
Oh, I thought it was downtown Twin, across from the courthouse.
No, not this one. This is kind of out past the hospital, out off 93 a little ways. That big soccer complex, I think, is what it is. Sunway Field. It's by Sunway Field.
Past the old hospital?
New hospital.
Okay,
We'll get you there.
Yeah.
We'll get you there.
I done got
it's
lost,
over by
man.
Xavier Charter School. You probably don't know where that is either, though.
I think so.
So.
Okay. Well,
hey, you gonna come heckle me?
I'll be there. I got tomatoes. I got them sitting out in the heat right now, getting rotten.
Great. He's gonna save up all the eggs I give him too.
by August, they'll be good and rotten.
So I'll be there, and I'm also gonna have like a little table, like a little booth set up. You can stop by and say hi, or avoid me, or whatever you want to do. But if you're local, if you're in the area, definitely come on out to that. You can check out the Facebook page and my Facebook page, and I've plastered it all over that. And I'll
circle the parking lot a few times to see who's in their car taking pictures.
There you go. You should.
Yeah. They got Ammon Bundy up there. They can
government plates.
Yeah.
You're gonna go, man. That Todd guy, he's freaking sketchy. Get his photo. Get him.
I don't trust him.
Come back to afterwards.
I've been gathering information for you guys.
Yes, $50. I got some info for you. I got these pictures for you. I'm like, jeez. He's out in a Speedo shooting stuff
Oh,
on his
shit.
range. It's that good kind of picture. The National Enquirer picture. Oh, crap.
Okay, so you got the speech going on.
We get so far off sometimes.
We hadn't done this in a while.
No, it feels good. There's actually gun news, but I got the speech. And what I'll do is, if for those, I know we have a lot of listeners. In fact, a lot of subscribers have gotten a hold of me this week that they're from out of state, back east. There's one in Texas. There's some up in I don't know, Ohio. There's all over the place. And obviously they can't come in. If you do want to come in, you can come into the event, I guess. But if you can't, I figured that I will
Open to the public.
Yeah, it's open to the public. It's free. I figure I would go ahead and I would just read when I get it written up after the event. I will just go ahead and just read the thing on the podcast so everyone can hear what I have to say. That work?
I would just record it from there and just play it on.
Maybe I'll do that too. I don't know. I gotta. My head's cloudy. It's the allergies.
You're gonna be able to get a lot of sound clips from this thing.
Yeah, actually, I've got a portable recorder. Huh.
Can you fit that many hours on it?
I can buy a huge SD card that can fit all kinds of stuff on it.
There you go. Record the whole thing, and I'm sure you'll get a dozen different sound bites that you'll want to throw in the podcast and talk about. And
I wonder if they let me wire it into their system so I get really good.
They may.
I don't know how to do that.
They may not.
Use this microphone.
So that'll be an interesting time. And I don't have the flyer in front of me if they have anything set aside, snack vendors or anything.
No, I don't know. And I'm not sure. Other people may have some tables or booths there as well. But just show up and see what's going on. It's on a Saturday, which is kind of cool. It's the first one of these I've seen lately on a Saturday, what people can attend without taking work off. It seems like typically all the rallies are held like on a Thursday or some weird day like that.
Got some big names too. It's got some good people.
It does. So we'll see what happens. But in the news,
They didn't invite me.
they didn't invite you to speak. They didn't.
They
You know, I can get a hold of Glenita and I can get a spot for the Cajun Cowboy.
Okay.
You want me to?
No.
I'll do it. You're gonna come see me anyway.
No, because I will say things that will cause trouble.
That's what I'm worried about me.
They'll
But
get you all on a watch list.
there you go.
Now's the time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm thinking about all the news stories that we've had.
Okay.
So I mean, we've
had quite a bit of news since we've been on this.
we have, and I was thinking about that.
The collapse of America. And
Yeah, exactly. We have the big. We have that militia over in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
yeah, the NFAC.
What does it stand for? Say it.
You want me to say
Just say it. I don't care.
it's the Not Freaking Around Coalition.
Not freaking around. That was classy. I like that.
Okay. But they don't use freaking.
They don't use freaking.
And it's a professional, it's a dangerous group run by Grandmaster J. So you know it's serious.
They're gonna bust out in the electric slide.
Not just the Master J, Grandmaster J.
Grandmaster Slice.
Yeah. So they were doing their march in Stone Mountain, Georgia, to take on the Klan. Where's the Klan, man?
They were calling out the rednecks, right?
Yeah, they were out on the streets calling people to come fight. And they're like, we're here for you. We're going to kill you. And I'm like, you can't really do that. And then they were stopping people in their cars and
they were escorted by the
asking
police.
for reparations. And yeah, it was a approved time, but you can't go up to people with guns and ask for money and detain them.
Why not?
Because that's called kidnapping and armed robbery.
But they can get away with it and we can't?
Yeah, well, they got some privilege, so they got away with it.
Oh, dang that privilege.
Yeah.
I saw the video of one of them's asking for money. The other guy's like, peace, love, as he's holding this freaking rifle.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Well, I'm all for you. March, dude. March. Carry your firearms. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Don't threaten me. Don't threaten me and don't
Yeah.
come up to me with it. All right? You want to act a fool, act a fool. Can't do that. You can't do them both. Can't do that.
But they were.
There they were.
And doing what they want to do. And if we got together,
nobody got arrested.
If we got together with a big bunch of people and we wanted to do the same thing, do you think it'd even be allowed?
Hell no. You go out, all you got to do is go say white power. You're going to have so many FBI agents, man, there won't even be hotel rooms. They'll be showing up in RVs. They'll be pulling travel trailers.
We'll get them focused on us. You guys can do whatever you want to do at this point.
Yeah, they were shouting black power and everything. That's cool. If that's what you want to do, that's fine.
You know what? You live here.
You
it's
can't
free.
threaten me, and you can't detain me.
Right.
And you can't ask for money with a gun pointed at me.
I'll give you what I got in my little cigarette, my little ashtray. What do you want? I got like 12 cents in there.
Nah, I think I'll wait for a bigger fish then.
So anyhow, so you see that going on, right?
Right.
Now's the time to be prepared, man. Be prepared. I mean, know how to defend yourself. I mean, it's interesting times. We got a few more stories we'll talk about in a few minutes, but I mean,
you can't defend yourself against that. That was a couple hundred people.
That was a
at
lot
least.
of people, but
yeah.
You can go down with some kind of a fight.
Well, I can't stop you from killing me, but I can make you pay a heavy price for it.
Exactly.
I'll get as many as I can.
I'll shoot you with my 22 short.
Oh shit!
Derringer.
Just to hurt you.
Just to piss you off. They're going out, they were walking through there and they had them tricked out 1022s.
There were 1022s in there?
Wasn't there like a 1022?
I didn't blow the thing
Was
up.
it you who was telling me that?
I don't know.
Someone was telling me there's like a 1022. Some guy had a 1022 and it had like one of those great big 100 round mags they had shoved up in there and all kinds of stuff.
No, I saw some pretty decent hardware when they were going around. What's crazy is half the people you want in a fight would be on your side. They're like, hey,
yeah,
you're just picking the wrong enemy. Well, you believe in all this hype and all this nonsense and all this media stuff. Stop it. It's just, everybody's history of slavery comes from the movie Roots, which even Alex Haley come out and said was a fabrication, a fairy tale.
Right.
And it's tainted the history of everything.
Well, they've taken it as fact.
They've taken it as fact, and that's what happened. I'm like, that is not even close to what happened. You want to know what happened? Thomas Sowell's got a video out. It's about an hour long. Listen to that. That's a good start.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
I love Thomas Sowell.
Everyone believes that movie.
I'll never say his name right.
That's a pretty good testament to good filmmaking right there.
Oh, it was. I remember when it came on, I was like, oh, crap. And everything kind of changed. And now that's what they teach. Now they're teaching the 1619 Project, trying to say that America was founded to have slavery. And Oprah Winfrey is now back funding a movie for it. So that's going to be another new history that does not exist. It's outright lies and fabrication.
They're erasing all the other history by pulling down statues, pulling down monuments, and defacing everything. And they're rewriting what they want you to know to keep themselves fired up and angry.
Dude, I could do 2 hours just on the Civil War and slavery and everything. It's just, it's.
I'll give you the board.
It's so much buffoonery that's believed. That's not what happened. I mean, slavery's been going on for thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah,
it's you can buy a slave right now in Libya. Today.
I don't like to mow my lawn.
Don't get a slave. Now's not the time.
I do. I have one. He's 14 years old, and I feed him dinner, and he still doesn't do his freaking chores.
They are selling slaves right now today in Libya.
That's
unbelievable.
Crazy world we live in.
One of the wealthiest nations. You talk about a prosperous nation. Good grief, they had it good. They got paid to have babies. They got paid to get married. Their fuel was pennies, like 20 cents. It was just ridiculous. They used the government money. Say what you will about Muammar Gaddafi. He took care of his country. Well, Clinton and Obama decided they'd kill him, and they overthrew his country and gave it to supposed to give it to Muslim Brotherhood, and then it just turned into outright chaos. And now they're literally selling people at the beach.
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy
world. But this is why you need to be prepared, people. We're like this as a country. We're going backwards.
We are collapsing quickly, and nobody is standing up to stop it.
Nope. And I don't think they don't want to stop it. I mean, there's people that want to stop it, but the people that are in charge, right, that are the elites, they don't want to stop it. They want it to collapse. They want us to fight it out. They want to come in and try and declare martial law and say
What's crazy is all the people that are cheering this along and everything. You talking madness. You talking you can't buy anything at your grocery stores. Shelves empty. Stay empty.
Yeah.
Gonna stay empty. Nothing. I mean, third world crap.
Yeah.
Chaos.
You still can't find, I mean, we're getting off the gun stuff, but my wife went into Costco the other day. She said toilet paper and water all gone again. And you go in and there's weird stuff that's like, for example, I went to buy some reloading stuff, and I was just looking at their fishing department. There's like no fishing anything. Wow. So it's a ripple effect. It's weird stuff. I went to buy printer ink. There is no freaking printer ink.
Yeah, you keep shutting stuff down.
I mean, you keep shutting it down, so you're essentially shutting the country down, right? I mean, it's a ripple effect. This guy can't show up to work, so this doesn't get made. To this business shut down, so now this doesn't get made. I mean, it's absolute insanity. It's just. Anyhow, just crazy.
Yeah, think about Minnesota. They are getting rid of the police.
Defund the police. That's right.
They have voted to, the city council approved it.
That's another reason. Be able to defend yourself, people.
Get the hell
because
out of Minnesota.
We always stated, law enforcement is there to do a job, but you are the first responder. So when someone is attacking you or someone has broken into your home, you are the first responder. You're going to take care of business one way or another. Call law enforcement, but it's going to be done and over by the time law enforcement gets there. Now in places like Minnesota,
if they there when it's still going on, they part of it.
Yeah. So now
they've been watching you.
In places like Minnesota where they're defunding the police, no one's going to show up.
Nobody. Well,
a counselor.
The Sharia police will show up.
But I mean, so now as you need to be able to take care of it yourself. You definitely are the first responder. You got to do something to protect your family. And in my mind, if you don't have a firearm and you aren't willing to protect your family, you're not much of a man. You're not much of a human being. You're not much of a mother. You're not much of a parent, right? If you're ready just to bend over and take it.
Have you seen how many houses went up for sale in Minnesota? Good grief, everybody's jumping ship.
Oh, yeah.
And they're coming here, and they're going to ruin us.
Well, I was talking to a law enforcement buddy of mine, and he just a couple days ago, and I wanted some clarification on some other stories that we're going to talk about here in a few minutes. Kind of get, law enforcement perspective on it. Right. But he was telling me that locally here, there are a ton of people coming. We know there's a lot of people moving in from out of state. But he says, what he said is there's a lot of homeless people moving up here from out of state. In fact, there's a place that I go run. It's called Auger Falls. They don't allow overnight camping, but no one goes down there and checks, right? So I go down there almost every day and run, or at least 6 days a week. And there are people down there that are essentially the same people there every night. They're almost to the point of, I wouldn't even say they're camping. I would say that they are living there. And every night they're down there. They're setting up tents in the freaking parking lot. And there's these crappy little vans and stuff that they're living out of. It's absolutely insane. And he told me that he had to go evict some of these people. Right. Okay. And he was talking to this guy. And
why are you here?
Yeah, and this guy.
Don't you know it gets cold here?
Well, this guy told him this is what some of these states are doing. So this guy told him that he had done some bad things like in California.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, welcome.
And so what they're doing, what California did is because their prisons are full, and they don't want them there. They're saying, look at here, our prisons are full, but we will put you in prison. But we are going to say you have to be gone. You got 2 days or you got 24 hours to leave the state of California, or you were going to go to prison. That's what they're telling. That's what they're telling the people there, the trash that are doing horrible things there. You did wrong, we're going to put you in prison unless you leave in 24 hours and don't come back to California. So California and places
they're shutting down the LA County Jail.
They are driving their garbage into places like Idaho. Absolutely insane. He said he came across one guy that was, and I don't know how this even worked. This guy wasn't allowed in any other state except for Idaho.
Good grief.
And I mean, this is the garbage. This is the scum. This is the trash. The ones that go out and break the laws, the freaking criminals. And they're coming here because their states are like, you're going to go to prison unless you leave. You can't come back. And so they come to Idaho. And he says that
go to Seattle, man. Go to Washington.
he says that the criminal, the homeless criminals are on the rise big time in this town, big time in this county. He says they're everywhere now. They're camping down at Rock Creek. They're camping down at Auger Falls. They're going up Rock Creek Canyon and trying to do their 10-day stays. They can stay 10 days at a time at a no-pay campsite up Rock Creek in the South Hills. He says they are everywhere. And it's just really over the last couple of months.
Wow.
So there's a little piece of news for you right there.
Yeah, they're building, what is that refugee center across the street from my house?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, wow, thanks. There goes my property value.
Sell.
Need to sell it now.
Burn down the refugee center inside the house. You didn't hear that? Great. Now something's going to happen. What?
Well, I'm thinking we may have a economic collapse before that thing gets finished anyway.
Right.
Because it's looking like it could happen pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. But I don't know. I mean,
we're looking at shutdown wave number 2.
possibly.
The coronavirus caused zero trouble to America. The government caused all the damage, and they're gonna do it again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everything's going backwards. Everything.
Yeah.
And you think ammo and guns are hard to get a hold of now. We just wait. I don't know if it can get any worse, but it'll stay bad for a lot longer.
I couldn't find anything. What I can find is 22. Amazingly, I can find.
There's a ton of 17 over at D&B.
Well, I found some 5.56.
Yeah.
Get that. I guess I'll go buy another 1,000 rounds of that.
I had a lady coming out for the women's shooting group tonight. And she's like, I can't come. I can't find any ammo. There's no 9mm in town. And so I've got a stash that I can sell students when they need it, for just enough for class. So That's what I'm doing, but it's getting ugly. I have like 3,000 rounds on order, and
still ain't come in, huh?
Well, I talked to a friend that knows the guy that manufactures it, and what it is he's got all the components except for primers. He cannot get the primers, and they take forever to come in. And when they come in, everything's ready to go. So as soon as the primers comes in, he cranks out whatever he can and gets rid of it. Then he has to wait for more primers to come in. So absolutely insane.
Well, I think I might go grab some 5.56. I don't know how you doing on that, and I'll trade you out for some 9mm. I mean, I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm okay. Probably got 2,500 rounds of it, but
I probably got 40.
What's that?
5.56.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, I don't have any. But I only have the one AR, right? I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't shoot it much. I don't think about it.
Yeah, but you might be.
I don't. Well, our master plan is you're coming out here anyway.
Okay, well.
So we don't have to trade. Just come on out, dude.
I might go grab another 1,000 rounds of that just because, I don't need 10,000, 20,000 rounds. But if I'm never going to be able to get it again,
yeah. Well, I kind of want it. I got 10,000 rounds of 9mm and 50 chickens. Come on over.
Wow, you got 10,000 rounds of 9mm?
I got a lot. I tell you, when the chickens get up and running, I'm gonna have like 40 eggs a day, dude. We'll be just drowned. We'll be eating freaking eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we got plenty of ammo. We'll be unstoppable.
Oh, your chicks! You got your chicks out in the yard?
Yeah. I got like 50. Dude, I got ducks laying on 3 different nests. I got a chicken that's.
You're making this sound like a grocery store. Don't tell everybody that.
That's why I need you to come out with some of your 5.56, dude. Oh crap!
They're gonna come out here shopping.
They will. Well,
shit! I'm hungry. Let's go to Tyler.
It's time for some omelets. Oh crap! So what about? And I don't even know their names. What about those? Was it St. Louis? Ooh. Those 2 people that were like supposedly like defending their house.
Yeah. What a beautiful house! Did you see that house?
I did. It's amazing.
You saw the inside
it's like a freaking museum.
Yeah, dude spent 30 years restoring that house. He was like, nope, you're not getting.
I want to know how much money he spent on it.
A lot.
Probably. I wonder if he's like into it more than it's worth.
Oh,
easy.
I think he's done reached a level where it's priceless. I mean, it's a
it's just labor of love.
Yeah, it's an antique house that he spent 30 years to restore it to its original. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
So what happened
It's
on
like the Sistine Chapel in there, man.
So what happened on, I mean, I've seen the video. I think you probably read a few more articles than me. What exactly happened? You want to recap that for us?
The BLM and the Antifa was the Chaz Autonomous Zone. The mayor finally said, y'all killing too many people. We might have to shut this down. So they broke into this gated community, and they was going to her house. But he didn't know that, and he sees all these people, and he's like, hey, and he grabs his rifle and put on his pink shirt.
Yeah.
You saw he had an extra mag in his pocket. So he went out there. His wife obviously just got a new gun.
Yeah.
At 380, where she was just swinging around, pointing at everybody's head. I'm like, good grief, lady, calm down. So they were basically saying, keep moving. Don't stop here. And now they're going to be prosecuted.
So let's break this
for
down.
defending their home.
Were they the rioters, or whoever they were, the BLM? Had they were on private property at that point?
Gated community. They had to break into the gate. They broke the gate.
Right. I saw a picture of the broken gate.
Right.
And so these people were outside having dinner.
That's what they said, yeah.
And they saw this going on. They ran in. They grabbed their firearms.
Right.
Came out. I think their goal was just to stand there and look threatening and saying, keep moving.
Right.
Keep moving. And I believe the BLM protesters, or whatever, said, we're going to come back and we're going to kill you.
Yeah.
And some guy flashed a
kill your dog.
click two magazines together.
Okay.
One of the that's what I heard.
Right.
It's like, we're going to come back and kill you. We're going to kill your dog.
That's a story I'd tell, too. He's a lawyer. He's going to tell the right story.
Right. But the video
Right.
shows them out there, and he's got some kind of AR. He's got an AR-15.
Right.
Looks like it's straight out of the freaking jungle.
Yeah, look basic as hell.
But he's got it.
With that home, I hope it was a pre-ban AR.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's why it looks so ancient.
But he's got it, and
You ain't going to get with a couple if it ain't before they overtake you.
It's not on a sling.
Nope.
But he's holding it. Now, he's not necessarily, he's kind of pointing it down, right?
Right.
Yeah, but she has a little...
Woo, 380.
A little Bursa 380
right
or
up in
something.
everybody's face.
And she's just swinging that sucker around.
Finger on the trigger.
Finger on the trigger, doing not good stuff. So,
Pointing at the back of his head.
yeah. So they're in trouble now.
Yes, they're being prosecuted. But it don't take a lot to be prosecuted anymore.
What are they being prosecuted for?
I don't remember. I heard the DA said they were going to go after them. They're going to prosecute them. I don't have much concern about that as they are attorneys with
Right.
quite a bankroll.
Sure.
They can put up a proper defense, and it's bullshit. You can't sell somebody that can't defend their home when people are there illegally. They're trespassing. It was gated. It was locked down. You broke in.
Right.
But you have people. There was, what was that? Washington, D.C. They painted Black Lives Matter on the road.
Yeah.
Well, some lady decided she would go paint over it in black. She's being charged with a hate crime.
Right.
Not a vandalism or anything else. A hate crime. So they're prosecuting who they want, and they're
going to make examples out of these people.
Yeah, they're going to try and ruin your life.
So,
and if they can, they're going to throw you in prison for a couple of years. And
right.
If you're going to go to prison, kind of be ashamed to go for painting.
So I will say this: those folks could have used some training, right?
Right.
But I'm going to be honest with you. They, in my mind,
Where's our Department of Justice?
yeah, they don't care.
Okay.
In my mind, they didn't do it any differently than what probably 95% of Americans would do
Right.
in that situation.
They went and bought a gun.
Honestly, but I will say this. If you're going to have a gun, get some training, know how to do it, right?
Right.
Don't break the safety rules, know what brandishing is,
Yeah.
and avoid it.
Know your local laws.
Because, that lady was swinging that freaking gun around, and she probably thought she was just showing everyone that she had a freaking gun, right? But she was aiming it at him, right? She broke gun safety rules, which isn't in itself against the law. But come on, man. If she had gotten nervous and she had touched that freaking trigger off and
'cause her
shot
finger
someone,
was on it.
I mean, yeah. Anyhow, get some training. Know how
They
to
would
do
have
it
killed
correctly.
her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She had a 380.
And he wouldn't have standed a chance at that point.
No.
They would have got the dog, too.
If the crowd would have rushed you, you're going to hit somebody, maybe 2 people, maybe 3 people.
Right.
You hit them with a 380. All right. You don't have cover. You don't have barrier between you and them. They're going to overtake you.
And she's
then
probably
going to
shoot
you.
like this.
Yeah. It don't matter. That crowd, she'll hit somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the one innocent person that was just walking by. Hey,
What's happening? Bam. Sorry, Jen.
because that's the way it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was in a position to cause some pain to people, but she was in a lose position. She was not going to win if they decided to take her.
Right.
So
this would have gone better for them, I think, if they would have had a little training and maybe they came out with it like holstered on their hip, right? Maybe he had the AR-15 and it was on a sling, right? Maybe his hands were off of it. She wasn't pointing the damn gun at everyone. It was in her holster. They came out and say, just keep on moving. You don't want, whatever.
Right.
That would have been probably played out a lot better for them, I would think.
yeah, would have been better if they grabbed their firearms and had more than a 380, stayed inside looking through a window, and if they come at you, then if you are
Where's your line in the
threatened,
sand?
but don't go out to them when they can overtake you.
Well, and they didn't have to go out to them. They made that call to go out to them.
Right.
So they,
I think that was a bad move, though.
What, going out to them?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was. That's what I'm saying, is they went out to them. So they're the ones that almost kind of, I won't say, those people were in a private area, yeah, but they kind of initiated it to a certain extent. Does that make sense?
Right.
They were kind of confronting a little bit because they went out. That makes
Well,
any
what
sense.
they didn't know is the people wasn't there for them. They were just going to go past their house. But you spend 30 years restoring this house, and they panicked. And I don't blame them. And they have every right to. But just a state of cover, like I said, you'll shoot 2 or 3 people, and they got you.
Oh, yeah.
They got you. If they rush you, they got you. And then you're dead. And then probably nobody will be charged.
And to be honest with you, at that point, they'll probably let you shoot a couple people before they get you and kill you. And they say, we were defending ourselves.
Well, you got so many hoaxes going on. There's been like 9 nooses found. They were all hoaxes.
Right.
A construction site. One was exercise equipment. One was a garage door opener, Bubba.
Yeah.
Idiot. Garage door pull-down rope. They were all hoaxes. All right. Now you got several incidences where you have black on white violence, and you had the Macy's store, you had the Chipotle.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a minute.
Where they're instigating stuff and getting into this conflict, and there never was anything said to them or done to them. And, they're trying to get the clicks and be the next.
The next big thing.
Yeah, make the news. You had the one lady, she said she got set on fire. On fire.
See, I totally missed that one.
Yeah, because it went completely away. And she was so full of shit. Nobody set you on fire. Are you out of your mind? At an intersection, they come and sprayed lighter fluid on her. And she sat there with her window down. What are you doing? Why are you spraying me? And then they threw a match on her. And she had a little scuff on her face. And she was expecting people to believe that shit. And that went away because it was a lie. And they're all hoaxes. So you got to watch that. You got people that I'm waiting for these people to actually kill somebody on their own side to ramp up the narrative.
So
yeah.
it's a crazy world. But let's think about that for just a minute, and we will be back in just a second.
Come get the best firearm training available without the ego at Patriot Defense. You need a teacher, not a drill instructor. Come see why Todd Eccles with Patriot Defense has the longest running firearms instruction business in the Valley. Patriot Defense offers Idaho enhanced firearm permit classes. Contact them today to set up a private or group class at patriotdefense13.com. You can also call or text with any questions or to register at 620-794-6223. That's 794-6223.
And we are back. That's my commercial, man.
Oh, shit. Look at
yeah, it's fancy, huh? You like that? I'm getting ready to switch it up again.
kind of commercial?
I'm getting fancy like
I
that.
like how you snuck it in there on them.
Come get the training without the ego.
Because when the commercial started at the beginning of the podcast, you just skip.
That's right. Yeah. Come get the training without the ego. But, here the podcast is getting pretty close to being finished. I need to probably put it at a midway point. I kind of forgot about it.
Okay. But
anyhow, whatever. This whole podcast game, we're only going on this like 3 or 4 years now. One of these days we're going to get it right.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No, we got a complaint, though. We
did get a complaint.
We suck.
Actually, he likes the podcast, but
Okay.
we like we like
Feedback.
the feedback, and we started getting feedback from brand new listeners.
Okay.
And he may have given me his name, but I can't. It's on my phone somewhere. Okay. I can barely think because of my allergies. I'm not going to dig through my phone right now, but
We don't want to give it out. They'll dox him and
that's right. We don't want to do that.
get him in trouble.
He says he really loves the content. He loves everything, but he said he listens on with his earbuds in.
Right.
And he says our intro is kind of loud. And so when he goes from podcast to podcast, the intro hurts his ears. He's got to pop out his earbuds, and then he puts them back in, and he's got to turn everything back up again so he can hear our voices. Now, I don't know if that's the equipment. I don't know if that's his earbuds, but I'm taking that into consideration because I know a few years back,
Right.
You had mentioned the same thing.
Okay.
And but now I've got new equipment, and you said it doesn't bother you
Yeah, I
anymore.
still listen with earbuds, but maybe my hearing ain't as good.
Yeah. Well, I asked him. I said, which episodes? He said, well, it's after you got the new equipment. It got a little bit better, but it's still kind of loud. So I turned the intro volume down, and I expect him to get a hold of me and say, hey, look, dude, be honest with me. It still hurts my ears, or it's a little bit better, maybe a little bit more. Let me know, because I don't know. I mean, it seems fine to me, but I will try to do my best to make everyone
Try to
happy.
accommodate.
And I appreciate the feedback. We appreciate the feedback.
Yes.
Okay, got that out of the way. And he had he had something he wanted me to talk about too. This subscriber. They're not just listeners. He's a subscriber.
Right.
So this subscriber said that.
Did he give us 5 stars?
I don't know if he did. Give us 5 stars.
Yeah. What's up with that?
We're mentioning you on the podcast. And I don't have the question right up here in front of me, so I'm going to kind of just pull it off the top of my memory here. But he mentioned that his mom, he carries a handgun and whatnot. He's trying to get his mom comfortable around handguns. Right now, ammo's really tough to find, okay? And he says whenever he gets his handgun out and kind of shows it to his mother, and whenever he's over visiting his parents and has her kind of handle it, she gets really nervous about it. And he wanted to know if there was a way to get someone used to a firearm without taking him to the range and spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on ammunition, because ammunition is high priced right now if you can find it at all. So I get where he's coming from.
Right.
I've got my suggestion, and then I'll let you throw out your suggestion, okay?
Okay.
So my suggestion is, you're doing right. You need to go take it over there. You need to unload it. You need to show your mother how it works, okay? Have her dry fire. Talk to her about...
Now, she does shoot guns.
I think he said that she does shoot guns.
It's not handguns.
Just not handguns.
Okay.
Talk to her about fundamentals. Talk to her about gun safety. Show her how it works properly, right? Show her how it works in the holster. Let her handle that kind of stuff. And my thoughts is obviously there's no replacement in my mind. There's no replacement for actually going out and pulling the trigger on a gun and doing live fire range time, right?
Right.
So if you could afford to do 20, 30 rounds, something like that, after she gets really comfortable with it, go do that. In fact, she may not even get that far. She maybe get 10 rounds in and decide that she's done, but it might ease her mind a little bit, right? Make her feel a little more comfortable. But she's probably gonna have to pull the trigger on some live rounds and actually shoot the thing to get really comfortable. But there's a lot you can do up till then by letting her handle it and talking to her about it, and even showing her different videos on firearms and stuff like that. I have no idea. I didn't ask.
Okay.
That you don't ask ladies how old they are.
Well, we asking the son how old.
I know, but anyhow, what was your suggestion, sir?
Well, one suggestion is get her. There's no substitute for if you want to get good at basketball, you grab a basketball. If you want to get comfortable around guns, you grab a gun. So I would get an airsoft or something like that. I don't know what kind of budget you got. Get her something like that and say, look, get comfortable with this, get the feel for this.
Right.
Notice it's not going off. It's
Right.
yeah, you have an irrational fear for some kind of reason, don't know why, possibly programming from movies and stuff like that. It happens to all of us, or possibly a past experience, but get used to it, follow the safety rules, and it's not going to hurt anybody. And once you get over that fear, then grab a handgun and go out and pop off a few rounds and start realizing it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And just spend some time.
And you make a good point too. So and he didn't state this. I don't think he did. At least my poor memory doesn't recall it. Find out what her fear is.
Right.
Find out what her fear is, and then that will help you address it. Maybe she's had a bad experience. Maybe someone handed her too big of a handgun to shoot. Maybe it's stuff from programming she got from movies. Who knows? The media.
News, because good grief.
Yeah, the media, the news, whatever. Find out what it is, and then that might help you figure out how to address it, right? Maybe I don't know. Maybe she's afraid it's just going to, spontaneously go off, right?
Well, that's the media. You'll have 30 people shot in Chicago. And what's the headline? Media gun violence.
So
they always blaming guns. It's like,
exactly.
Come on, man.
So when I teach people to carry a firearm, I always encourage everyone to carry with a round chambered. A lot of people are they don't want to do that. They're timid when it comes to that. They think it's been in their brain, right? Unload the gun, unload the gun, unload the gun. Well, for example, this is the way I teach them to do that. Carry your gun. If you carry your gun in a proper holster, it's not going to go.
You got to have a proper holster.
Yeah, it's not going to go off unless the trigger is depressed. If you want to train yourself to be able to carry with a round chambered, take your gun, unload it, right? Even take the magazine out. No magazine, just totally unload it. No ammo, no anything. If it's a striker fired pistol or even whatever, you can actually cock it.
Right.
Get it ready to go. You can put it in your holster and carry it around all day, unloaded, cocked, ready to hammer back, whatever, ready to go. And then at the end of each day, take a look at that firearm and see if it has gone off. See if that trigger has been depressed. See if it's, you know what I'm saying? See if it's still ready to fire. And after you get comfortable with that and you convince yourself, hey, look, this gun's not going to go off in this holster, then you can go ahead and load it and chamber around. So you might be able, I don't know what the issue is there, but you might be able to figure out something like that, and you can kind of ease her through it to fix her fear.
Start her with a gun with a safety.
Yeah.
And give her that extra sense of security.
Exactly.
But not having one in the chamber is not, you should always have one in the chamber. I'd rather you have a safety than have an empty chamber, because what if you don't have two hands when you're pulling what if you're already on the ground rolling around with somebody and you're pulling your firearm and you don't have an extra hand to rack that slide with? I mean, you don't.
We're gonna listen to an audio clip I have of that lady in front of Chipotle.
Yeah, she chambered hers.
And you can actually hear it in the report or one of the videos if you listen really, really closely. But no,
she's being charged as well.
Yeah, she is. And so is her husband. And
he already lost his job.
This is kind of whatever. We encourage questions. We like questions. If you are listening to the podcast, and we'll go over the contact info here in a few minutes at the end, but send me questions. We like taking questions and answering them on the podcast.
Yeah, we sit here and we have our own perspectives, but maybe somebody's looking at something in a way that we hadn't thought of yet.
We welcome that.
Yes.
Maybe we suck. Maybe we need to hear about that too. Trevor's like, go ahead and text Todd, but we'll give out that information here, and actually we'll give it out right now, and then we're gonna do things differently today.
Okay.
So because we are talking about this right now, by the way, that was the listener question segment. Okay, that was real organized, the way we did that. But if you've got a comment, a question, anything like that, you can call me. You can text me, area code 620-794-6223. That's area code 620-794-6223. You can email me at patriotdefense13@yahoo.com. Check us, or go ahead and email me there. You can check out patriotdefense13.com is my website. And you can hit the contact button and contact me there as well. Find me on Facebook under Patriot Defense. Do it. Share it with your friends if you like the podcast, and get a hold of us. Let us know where you're from. That's the first question I ask when someone texts me is, where are you listening from? I like to know. But since we did that kind of backwards, now we got another news story.
Okay.
That's weird. We're usually saying bye after this.
Yeah, well,
should we listen to the news story?
we can. Which news story? You want to set it up?
Yeah. So this is
Chipotle?
this is a Chipotle one. I got the little news clip on here, and let her rip.
All right, now to our other top story. A short time ago, the Oakland County Sheriff announced charges in the incident where a woman pulled a gun in an Orion Township parking lot.
You see this rather shocking scene unfold on cell phone video with the barrel of the gun pointed straight at the camera. We've just learned that woman and the driver of the car have been charged with felonious assault. Sean Lay following this story, and there's a lot behind the pictures. Sean.
And we're learning a lot at this 5 o'clock hour. The man and wife are husband and wife. Their names, Jillian and Eric Wustenberg, both armed with handgun, with guns. Both guns were loaded. Both are from Independence Township. We just spoke to the Oakland County Sheriff. He says, what we're all about to see right here is sad that there's so much tension right now in society.
She got the gun on me, walking in with the car.
What you are looking at taking place at 6 last night in this quiet shopping strip in Orion Township outside of a Chipotle on Baldwin Road. This woman from Independence Township, her image is now everywhere, drawing her weapon and chambered around, pointing her weapon at an African-American mom from Pontiac and her 2 teen daughters. The gunwoman's husband, also armed, calling 911.
I feel threatened and I'm leaving this area right now.
The husband of the family from Pontiac facing that gun was driving to the scene. He is a Detroit police officer and he called 911.
My daughter, there's somebody just pulled a gun on me.
The woman with the handgun was briefly detained at the scene but let go. But just moments ago, she and her husband were charged.
I want you to call the police.
She's very ignorant.
What happened? The mom and daughters, angry at the couple, accusing them of bumping into one of the daughters. Charges of racism were being yelled. It seems like before pulling the gun, the woman tried to de-escalate the situation.
I care
Why
about
did you say sorry?
and I'm sorry if you
Why
had
did you
an
say
incident
sorry?
that made
If you
someone
bumped
make
into
you
her,
feel
why
like
did you
that.
say?
Then threats were made towards the woman's husband.
Yeah, I said it. You say something, I'll beat your white too.
As the couple tried to back up their van, there are thumps from the back of the van.
I'll beat your
And that's when the woman gets out and pulls her gun.
You gonna shoot me?
Get the way.
Oh!
I guess my plea is please let us all try to be that voice of calm in the storm.
Back here live, what Sheriff Bouchard is talking about is de-escalating everything, not sweating the small stuff. This all started with a bump coming in and out of Chipotle. Now, both Jillian and Eric Wustenberg are being held in jail right now. Eric Wustenberg is a Veteran Affairs official with Oakland University. Oakland University just sent me this email saying, we have seen the video that we all just saw. We deem his behavior unacceptable. The employee has been notified. His employment has been terminated by the university. Guys, we tried to get in touch with them earlier today. No response. Now they are locked up tonight. Will likely face a judge tomorrow. Back to you.
Well, and Sean, one more anything here, any charges, I guess, for the mother or daughter?
The mother and daughters who are facing that gun, no charges. Not now. They are cooperating. They spoke to investigators again today. The sheriff does say, we asked him if threats of violence were being made that we can hear in that video. He said the prosecutors will take a look at that, but right now, no charges. We tried to get in touch with mom. We are told she is terrified at this moment and lying low.
She is terrified right now and lying low.
Terrified.
She is terrified, and this is what you got to be careful about.
She was the aggressor the whole time.
She was the aggressor.
She found
was
her victim.
The instigator.
And she went after it.
Wanted a YouTube video. She wanted Facebook likes. Yeah. She wanted to cause someone. You bump into people all the time, man. Yeah. I mean, first of all, they never mentioned this. Why weren't they 6 feet apart? Where was the 6 foot distance? Right? Is COVID dead? COVID's dead.
Well, they're reviving it because there's a lot of federal money still to come.
Well, exactly, but I mean, bumped, and she demanded she says you bumped into my kid. That's racism.
Okay,
it's freaking racism.
Obviously, she waited till she saw somebody black and she bumped into him.
You bumped into me because I'm black. You would never have bumped into a white person like that. Absolutely insane. So there was so much wrong with this video. First of all, do not get sucked into people trying to bait you in and create stuff like this.
Well,
right?
They were trying to get out of there till the lady walked around behind the car as they were trying to back up. She hit the car with her hands and said, "Oh, you tried to run over me."
So at this point, you're in your vehicle. It's running. It's moving. Freaking leave.
Okay, they were in the right the whole time. And they're being charged with felony assault.
Right. But I mean, but you were in the...
Your government doesn't have your back at all.
They don't. And
Right
I'm not,
and wrong don't count.
But there was a lot of stuff wrong there, though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff done wrong. So they smacked your car.
Right.
Why? Don't get out. Just go. Just go. She got out and she drew her gun. Why? Why? Do you see what I mean? I mean, there was no reason for her to get out and draw her gun. She was baited into the escalation.
She was baited in it, but she was. She got out, pulled her firearm, but she started panicking. She was in fear. She was screaming.
She was, but she did not need to get out of the vehicle. She should have just left. At that point, it was over. She got in the vehicle. She was leaving.
Over? You got a possible vehicular assault right now. I don't know. They was not going to let this go away until they had an escalation. She was doing good. She should have just took off and left.
Yeah.
And not let it turn into anything more. But she was still within her rights.
No.
They're not letting you leave. They're walking behind your vehicle and not allowing you to leave.
Well, then you stay in your vehicle and you just don't get out of the vehicle. You're already in the vehicle. It's running.
Right.
I mean, you could have done a 40-point turn and gotten out of there. There was, 3 of them?
I don't even know.
There was a mom
and daughter for sure.
And 2 daughters, I think.
Okay.
I don't think she should have got out with the firearm. But here's another thing. If you're going to carry with the round chambered and ready to go, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she made a conscious decision to get out of that vehicle and rack that freaking slide.
Yeah.
And then
at least she held it good.
And then she's going to point the gun at. She was baited into that. That's what they wanted her.
Got baited into.
That's what they wanted her to do.
She was a pregnant woman, and she started getting fearful.
Why did the husband lose his job though? He didn't do a damn thing.
He didn't do shit.
He didn't do anything. That right there that's virtue signaling right there. I mean,
well, that's what our country exists of right now, and nobody's pushing back at all. It's insanity that's taking place.
So I think we need to just real quick. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I love it. To be honest with you, I love it when we disagree because then the subscribers.
Well, we not really. She should have stayed in the vehicle and everything, but at the same time, it was getting escalated.
But she was already in the process of leaving.
But they stopped her.
They banged on the car. I don't think I'd call that stopping.
When you got bodies behind your car, that's like laying down in the street. They're stopping you.
Yeah, but you're still in your car, man.
Yeah.
You could. I think they could have pulled forward and left.
Maybe. I don't know how close they were to the curb. When they get behind your car, it changes things. You detaining me now. You're stopping me from leaving this situation.
They had already backed out all the way, according to. I mean, they were all the way back.
Been a while since I saw the video.
Anyhow,
okay.
Just, I guess the key to takeaway is carry with your firearm loaded, okay, so you don't have to chamber around.
Avoid conflict at all.
Avoid conflict. Just stay freaking home, order shit on Amazon, and you don't have to go to these places.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but notice the setup when you're walking into it.
Yeah, because people are looking for the setup.
Oh, man.
They're looking for it to drive the agenda.
That's what the whole Macy's thing was.
I don't know the Macy's thing.
The guy just, his brother started filming it, and he just wailed on the dude, just beat him down, and the dude says, I'm sorry. And he come out saying that somebody called him the N-word. And that's why he decided to just beat the snot out of this guy.
I also saw another video.
Geez, that's...
I don't know if it's...
What we need to do is get rid of the N-word. Yeah. So we're going to have to... Culture has turned this into a common word. Now, Macy's even come out and said... That's a flat-out lie. It didn't happen. There was no contact between these guys. They weren't even close to each other.
Right.
The guy came up and just started beating on him. So there was nothing if Macy stood up for it.
Yeah, that's true.
But we have to get it's part of the culture. Kids are more freely saying it due to the culture. So we have to get rid of comedians, movies, and rap. We have to get rid of everybody who uses it. You're canceled, Dave Chappelle.
Everyone's so freaking sensitive.
Oh God, it's such a joke.
Hey, would you get upset if someone called you a white honky cracker?
Nope. I've had it happen, and I'm like, that is the lamest insults you can come up with. It is.
I mean, I don't care. Call me what you want. I mean,
the best one I ever heard was honky cracker pedophile. I'm like, damn, you put a lot of passion into that.
Yeah,
and it still don't hurt. That was great. I'm like, I use that quite a lot. Honky cracker pedophile.
I think I've heard you say that once or twice. Oh, what a crazy world!
Because the guy tried so hard. I'm like, man, you
put some thought into that.
Yeah, you got emotion behind that. That's impressive.
Got very descriptive.
Yeah, but I don't care. It don't bother me. It's funny.
I'm glad. This is kind of off topic a little bit. You know, that guy called you that. He got descriptive. He got creative.
No, it wasn't.
My son last night, 6 years old.
I saw it. It wasn't.
Yeah, my son was sick. My wife. This is what my wife said to me last night. My son was 6 years old, and he got mad at something. He just yelled really loud, and I'm like, "The hell, dude? What are you doing this right?" So I said, "You get over here right now." And he come over because I'm not taking the screaming thing.
Right.
You know, if you're upset, I get it. You're upset. Stomp your foot and whatever, but you don't have to yell at the top of your lungs. So you get over here right now. His name's Trig. You get over here, Trig, right now. He come over there and I said, I don't ever want to hear you do that again. And I started getting creative. My wife, she's in the background. I hear her go, "Oh, that's very descriptive, honey." And I'm like, if you do that again, I'm going to take your tablet. I'm going to take your freaking iPad. I'm going to take that old phone you use. And I'm going to make you smash them with a hammer. Then I'm going to take all your Nerf guns and we're going to set them on fire. And they're going to melt down into a colorful puddle of goo. And my wife's like, "That's very descriptive, honey." And I'm like, "What?" But I took some time and some effort. I was passionate.
Okay.
The same guy that came up with that name for you, he was passionate.
He was passionate. I was very impressed. I'm like,
he must have been an artist.
I don't know. He was online.
Oh, he was online.
So it's just like whatever. He was just calling everybody that.
Cracker.
I love that. That's wonderful.
Honky cracker pedophile.
Honky cracker pedophile. All he had to do was add Ofe to it or something. You got to stretch it out. I need to get a few more names in there and make it even better. It would be, that would be even better. But it's like, it don't bother me.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever. It's stupid.
It's a crazy world. Be careful if you're out and about.
Yeah.
And we, this podcast right here is for, I'm going to probably just go ahead and I'll probably get it uploaded right away.
Okay.
I was going to release it this weekend. We are doing this. Today is Thursday.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, no, the week's almost over. We won't be doing one this weekend. I'm out running through the mountains in the snow and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully we can get together the next weekend and we can get some more. How you doing? How you doing the next weekend?
Man,
you know
I don't
yet?
know.
You don't know from day to day.
I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm supposed to still go back to work.
At least you showed up here. That's all I'm concerned about at this point. What you do from here on out is up to you, man.
You can come help me.
My allergies are starting to bother me.
I'm all right.
I got a bunch of women coming over here for a group shoot tonight.
Okay.
So fun.
Good. Get some training.
Stay
in your car.
Find some ammo. If you find some 9mm.
Until somebody tries to come in, you go, man, there's a lot of people trying to get in your cars these days.
Oh, there. Lock your doors, people.
Yeah, lock the door, but they breaking the glass. Come out. I'll tell you what, you break that glass, I'm coming back out on you.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at least if your door is locked, okay, that's a little easier, a little harder for them to get. They have to work a little bit more.
Right. Well, that keeps, that's just.
Keeps honest people honest.
Well, you should always lock doors. That's why they have locks on them. Just, it slows down the advancement of somebody trying to come at you.
Don't stop in the kill zone.
Yeah, but when they trying to break your glass, lead's coming back, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Lead's coming back. It's about to start getting ugly.
It could.
A lot of people are starting to get angry.
Oh, yeah.
And as a country, you're being baited. You're being baited into this.
Yeah. It's
a small group of people that are
in control.
It's George Soros, and he controls Black Lives Matter. He controls Antifa. Well, he started out doing that, and he funded them and all this stuff. And now they have, I don't even know how many hundreds of millions of dollars that they donated, different corporations and everybody donated to it, which all went to Joe Biden, thanks to Act Blue. But, yeah, you saw that, all right?
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter don't even have a It's not incorporated anywhere. They can't even get money.
Yeah.
So it's all being funneled to the Democrats, to Joe Biden.
Oh, Crazy Joe.
For America. Crazy Joe.
Dementia patient.
Ooh, good grief. So, yeah, it's the small group that you don't see. I'm wondering if this NFAC is a false flag group or just some nut, because you get nuts and they'll take advantage of different situations.
Grandmaster Slice.
Yeah, Grandmaster J. That's scary. Grandmaster. He's a grandmaster.
He's going to teach you how to do the electric slide.
That's all right. This fool going to get himself in jail is what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're demanding either America gives them Texas or there's going to be a mass exodus of black people. And I'm like, I don't think many black people are going to leave with you. I don't think that's going to happen there. But
where are they going to go?
I don't know. They didn't say. They did not say.
Interesting. We'll wait and see that. Maybe that's next week.
I want Texas too. Can I have Texas?
With the barbecue.
Give me. I'll take Louisiana. Give me Louisiana or I'm leaving. That sounds fair.
I think it does.
That sounds fair. You think they're going to give it to me?
We'll do the podcast down in Louisiana.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to give it to you.
In my kingdom.
I don't think they're going to give it to you.
I got a couple bases down there. I got an Air Force base. I got to defend my kingdom.
It's not yours. They might take their stuff with them.
Oh, that ain't the way it works, man. You walk in and you set up your barriers, and they got to bring me porta potties.
That's right.
That's the way that works.
And you're fine till your people start killing each other. And
yeah.
Then they got to shut you down.
Well, what happened is they went to the mayor's house, and she actually put out a statement. They had no concern for my safety. The next day, it was over. So it's okay if you raping and killing and burning up stores and stealing people's livelihood.
Long as it's not the elite.
Yeah, but you go to the mayor's house, and then she sends out the Seattle police. Kind of wish the Seattle police told them, nah.
Go pound sand.
Yeah, I feel kind of sick today. I don't want to. I'd at least go tell them, say, yeah, we're here just because of the mayor. You got a score to settle, go settle it with her. Here's her address.
What a crazy backwards world we're living in right now. I will make
sure I'm, at the donut shop or something. I would be on the other side of town.
That's right.
With a flat tire.
Okay. Well, I think we are good to go for today. How does it feel to be back to the podcast?
Oh, man, I think we're in trouble on this podcast.
No, it's a good one. People love it.
Yeah, but you say things that ain't allowed no more.
I don't care what I say. I say what I want. Do what I want.
That's the best way to do it.
The Patriot Defense Podcast, a.k.a. Patriot Defense Podcast with the Cajun Cowboy.
Okay.
King Kevin.
That's me.
King
the
Kevin.
King.
Okay.
No. The Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster.
That's me.
Grandmaster Kevin. Okay. Well, we'll see you guys. Listen to it. Share it with your friends. We will see you guys in a week. Bye.